So, Governor, after a deadly school shooting, some jump in and say we have to change gun laws right now. And so even the President Trump, has talked about being okay with red flag laws. Even our Smith County Sheriff, Larry Smith, who's in the audience tonight, said he would be okay with that when we talked to him a couple of weeks ago. But during the last session, you said no. Have you come around? Have you changed your mind about that at all?
Well, a couple of things about this, and that is so everyone can understand what the playing field is in the state of Texas. We actually do have a red flag law that exists already, and that is whenever there is a conviction for domestic violence, that serves as a red flag with regard to being able to get a gun. Separate from that, there is an additional, you could call it a red flag law. Doesn't deal with guns per se, it deals with mental health, and that is if there's a mental health condition, it raises a red flag that law enforcement can work on getting a person to the health care they need if they are a person who poses a danger to themselves or others. Something like this proved very effective just last month when there was a person who wanted to commit a mass murder in Lubbock, Texas, and he had the armaments to do so, but his grandmother talked him into going to a hospital, at which time law enforcement was able to get involved, and they were able to prevent a mass murder from taking place. Now, all that said, one thing that arises when people start talking about red flags is, well, would a red flag law have worked to prevent the shooting in El Paso? The answer is no. The reason is the shooter in El Paso had demonstrated no red flags at all that would have triggered any type of mechanism that would have prevented him from being able to get a gun in the first place. And so when you start talking about passing laws, it's important that you have laws that are going to be able to prevent the crimes that you're trying to prevent. And so this will be some of the ideas that will be discussed. But you raised another thing very important, and that is the federal government, as you pointed out, is going to be involved in addressing shootings because these shootings are taking place in areas other than just Texas. And as a result, you've heard the President talk about red flag laws as well as background checks, and we'll see what the federal government does in the short run. In the long run, Texas will take a balanced and measured approach where we will work on getting guns out of the hands of deranged killers, while at the same time respecting Second Amendment rights of law-abiding Texans.